Thank you so much, Pastor Northcutt. And thank y'all so much for being here today. I'm just so thrilled to see so many familiar faces. I am Susan Allen Arnold, also Crockett class of 76, and a survivor of Bus 2. Before we get totally started, because I wasn't sure if I would have this opportunity later, I want to thank and make sure that y'all thank Sharon Hassel Tadlock for putting this together. She has taken care of everything from the food to the speakers to the program. It's just been fabulous. I actually met Sharon just across the street about 55 years ago in Mrs. Sims' 4th grade class over at Joslin. So she's been a dear friend of mine my entire life, and I love her dearly. James Sandberg is going to talk a little bit about our beloved minister of music, Charles Bingaman, who just passed away last month. So James, come on up. And James is, well, you can introduce yourself. Yeah. Tell them who you are.
I'm James Sandberg, Crockett High School class of 72. Survivor, Bus 2. Last time I stood up here, John Powell standing right there, Thomas, Mason, Steve, Beth Smith. My bride came down the aisle. John Powell married us. Music's changed, hasn't it? Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. This is from Psalms 100, 1 through 5. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord is God. It is he that made us, not we that made ourselves. We are his people and his sheep in the pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. For the Lord is good, and his mercy is everlasting, and the truth endureth to all generations. Charles Bingaman, minister of music at Woodlawn Baptist Church from 1969 to 1973. Maybe you knew him as Charles, Chuck, Mr. B, Sir. He taught us, he mentored us, he loved us, and at times he tolerated us. He guided us in his making of joyful noise unto the Lord. Most prominent upon the group that's gathered here today was the youth choir. We were lots members of that. He introduced us to new music and new styles, new instruments, new challenges, and he gave us a new confidence. And any of you that attended service before this can see that that is still growing. Charles left an impact on this group and this church that continues to this very day. Besides being our music minister, Charles was an ex-high school baseball pitcher, a model plane builder, a holder of both a bachelor's and a master's degree in music. I found out he was a mechanic, could take a Volkswagen apart and put it back together many times. He was a computer programmer. After he retired, Charles became a plumber, an electrician, a furniture builder, a framer, a painter, a roofer, and a church builder, working with Texas Baptist men all over Texas. Charles was a witness for Christ every day of his life. And every day of his life, he not only made a joyful noise, he shared with us how to rejoice and make a joyful noise along with him. What a blessing and an experience by sharing his presence for those 4 years. Thank you.